Hi everyone, it's Miss Vanessa here, and today our class is My Yoga Time. This is for students 5 years old and over, and we will be following along with this wonderful book that's called Yoga Story by Isaac Oron. So if you don't have this book, go ahead and grab it. And it's also nice to have a yoga mat set up, and maybe a bottle of water is nice to have around just in case. The class is about 30 minutes long, and yes, so please follow along with this book. Yoga Story. Our first story is The Elephant Who Wasn't Afraid of the Lion. Before we begin, we'll go over a few of our animals and our poses. So the first animal is the elephant and the elephant trunk pose. So we'll start standing up for the elephant pose. Standing up, have your feet on the ground and your arms at the side. Take a breath in and bring your arms over your head. And breathe out. Come on forward and hang your elephant's trunk. Can you hang it side to side? Breathe in, your elephant's trunk comes up. Breathe out, your elephant trunk comes down. Wave it a little side to side. Great job! Our next pose here in our story is rabbit pose. Rabbit pose, you'll sit on your knees. So start sitting on your knees like this, with your bum right over your feet. And then you'll tuck your chin into your chest, come all the way down, your bum will come up, and the very tip top of your head will come to the ground. You can grab hold of your feet or lift your arms like rabbit ears behind you. Now that you've seen it, why don't you try? Start by sitting on your feet, bend your knees, tuck your chin in and roll all the way down, top of your head on the ground, and try to grab your feet. Your hips will come a little bit higher. If you want from here, lift the arms up. Imagine you're a bunny rabbit. Can you wave your fingers and your ears around if you have your arms lifted? Roll back up. Good job. And our last pose for this page is the lion's pose. So you take a seat on your lap, on your mat, just as you were. You're taking a seat on your feet. Take your hands like you have a big lion's head. Take a deep breath in. When you breathe out, you'll stick out your tongue and roar like a lion. Can you try it with me? Make some lion ears like you have a big lion mane. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, stick your tongue out. You can open your eyes like a scary lion. Roar. Great job. Now we'll follow along with the book. The Elephant Who Wasn't Afraid of the Lion. In a wide forest lived a big and smart elephant who was friends with all the good animals. One morning, the elephant arrived at the river, as he usually did, to bathe and drink water. He dipped his trunk in the river, in elephant trunk pose, filled it up with water, lifted it up, and drank. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Can you try to be the elephant drinking the water? Let's try together. We'll start by standing up. Bring your elephant trunk all the way up. Dive all the way back down. Can you gather up the water with your elephant trunk and gulp, gulp, gulp it all the way back up and come all the way back down? Maybe you sway your elephant pose in the water, your elephant trunk in the water. And then we'll take a seat. Great job. Let's continue with our story. The elephant dipped his trunk again, filled it with water, but this time he sprayed it on his back and on his legs until he was very clean. So he cleaned his whole body. That nice big elephant's trunk helped him clean. The third time, as the elephant looked down to fill up his trunk again, he saw his friend the rabbit between his legs. Can we try our rabbit pose again? On your knees. Roll your chin down so the top of your head is on the ground. Your hips lift up, and then your arms might lift up for your rabbit ears. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Imagine you're a rabbit. Come on back up. Let's continue with our story. Rabbit buddy, said the elephant, why are you between my legs? I'm hiding from the bad lion who wants to eat me. Please save me, said the rabbit. As he begged for help, the cruel lion appeared and revealed his sharp claws and bore his huge teeth and roared, grrr, to scare the giant elephant and the little rabbit. Can we try to be the lion? Let's try. Take a seat. Bring your hands up like a lion with his claws. Take a deep breath in. Your tongue comes out. Try it one more time. Breath in. Great job. Let's continue with our story. Don't worry, rabbit buddy. Stay between my legs, the elephant said. The elephant kept standing, and instead of fleeing, he dipped his trunk in the water. Can I see your elephant's trunk? He filled it with water, and without fearing the grumpy lion, he lifted his trunk up and sprayed the water on the lion and got him all soaked. The lion became very angry and decided to roar even louder. Maybe this time the elephant would get scared and run away so he could finally eat the rabbit. Let's be that scary lion. Let's try. One more time. Breath in, bring your arms up. Breath out. Grrr. One more time. Breath in. How scary can you be? Grrr. Nice job. The lion breathed, filled in his lungs, then he roared as hard as he could. Grrr, with a deafening sound, sticking his tongue out as he roared. Let's try it one more time. Grrr. The rabbit was so scared he almost fainted, but he calmed down and he saw his good friend, the giant elephant, lowering his trunk into the river, filling it with water, but a lot of water again this time. Then he lifted and sprayed all the water on the cruel lion. Can I see your elephant's trunk? Let's try it. Fill it up. Ooh, and spray it on the lion. Bring it over your head and come back down. Nice job, everyone. He lifted and sprayed the water on the cruel lion. And the lion, who almost drowned in a giant puddle made by the elephant, got really scared. He jumped up and he ran away. The rabbit sighed with relief. He was so happy he was saved. He bowed in thanks to his friend, the giant elephant, and said, "Thank you very much, my friend the elephant, for saving me." Can we be the rabbit one more time? Come back onto your knees. Here we go. Take a breath in. Tuck your chin, top of your head down, your hips lift up, and then your rabbit ears bow down. Thank you, elephant. Thank you so much. Then come on back up. The rabbit sighed with relief. He was so happy he was saved. "You're very welcome, my friend," said the elephant. "Run home and hide in your burrow because the lion might come back and I will not be here to protect you." The rabbit took his advice and started running as fast as he could to the top of a mountain to warn his friend the turtle and tell him about how he was saved from the lion. Now we have some more poses for the rest of the story. Let's go over the poses first, and then we'll bring in our movement as the story continues, okay? Let's start again. This is mountain pose. Place your feet on the ground and your arms at your side. Imagine you're a mountain. Can you build up the mountain all the way to the top? Imagine the top of your head is the top of the mountain as it slopes down its shoulders and your arms come out to your side. In our book, they add arms with the mountain. You can either have your arms to the side or bring your arms up over your head so the mountain peak comes higher above your head. Take a breath in, breath out, your arms to your side. Let's do it a few times. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, mountain pose. Look up, arms come up. Exhale, mountain pose. Arms come down. Nice work, everybody. Now our next pose that we're going to learn is a tree pose. You'll balance on one foot. You can start with your hands on your hips. Balance on one foot. Your opposite knee will come out to the side. Your toe touches the ground. This is tree pose. You can try, if you like, to bring your foot a little bit higher onto the leg. If you feel that you're balanced, you might even bring your foot a little bit higher to the inner leg. When you're ready, hands stay on your hips. They can even come out to the side, or you can make some branches with your tree. This is tree pose. Maybe your arms even come over your head. When you're ready to come out of the pose, bring your hands to your hips. Bring your knee forward and bring your feet to the mat. And then we'll go to the other side. So balance on your left foot. Your right knee will come out to the side or the opposite side that you were doing it. Bring the foot to the inner leg to start. Maybe a little bit higher. Once you find your balance with your hands on your hips, you can stay right here or bring your arms out to the side. Find some branches in your tree. It's okay if you sway like I am. Sometimes trees sway in the wind. You can always come back into the pose wherever you stopped from. Arms might come all the way over your head. Maybe you can reach and even look up. When you're ready, take one more breath. Bring your arms back to your hips and bring your knee forward and your feet down to the ground. Come with your arms to your sides and you're back to mountain pose. So now you know the mountain and the tree. Good work, everyone. Now we're going to try a turtle pose. Bring your feet together and your knees out to the side. This is actually called butterfly pose. So we'll do that pose first. This is butterfly. Can you flutter your wings? You might even bring your arms out to the side like butterfly wings too. Or you can keep your hands rested on your ankle. I like to sing, "Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high." From butterfly, we can easily get into a pose called turtle. Now you can imagine you're a turtle. Imagine putting on a turtle shell over your shoulders. Can you imagine putting on a turtle shell? Wrap it over as you start to come on forward and grab hold of your feet. You can tuck your chin down or have it looking forward. Either way is fine. From here, you might even tuck your hands underneath your legs and bow forward. This is turtle pose. Can you take a couple of breaths once you get to wherever you're comfortable? You can always allow your arms to reach over around your feet. Imagine you're a turtle inside your turtle shell. Nice job, everybody. Should we continue with our story now that we know a few more poses to play with while we go through the story? Sounds good. All right. So, remember, the rabbit went all the way to the top of the mountain to warn his friend the turtle and tell him about how he was saved by the lion. Can we beat our mountain? Then once the rabbit reached the giant tree in the mountain, that's where his turtle friend liked to rest. So let's find the mountain in the tree and the turtle, shall we? Come on, let's go to our mountain. Find your mountain, build your mountain up, ground your feet down. Take a breath, inhale your arms up, mountain pose. Breath out, bring your hands to your hips. Balance on one foot, one knee out to the side. We're going up to the mountain and we found a tree. Can we create a tree with our arms? What kind of tree are you today? Reach the arms up. Bring your hands back down to your hips. Take one more breath. And breathe out. We'll come to the other side. Balance on the opposite foot. Point your knee to the side. You might bring your foot up or keep the toes on the ground. Let's build a giant tree in the mountain. You bring again some branches to your tree. Maybe you might grow a little taller and reach your arms up over your head a little bit higher. Take one more breath when you're ready. Bring your hands back to your hips, your knee forward, and come to stand. We're back in the mountain. Who are we looking for in the mountain? Oh, remember, we're looking for our friend the turtle. Come on down to your mat. Bring your feet together. And the little rabbit found the turtle. Can we pretend to be a turtle again? Grab hold of your shell and round forward. Take a few breaths when you get here. Take 3, 2, and 1. Come on up as I continue the story. The rabbit reached the giant tree where his friend the turtle liked to rest. All excited, he told the turtle what had happened and how he was saved from the evil lion. And before he went to his burrow, he warned the turtle, "My friend turtle, you must be careful and hide from the lion, for he might come here too." The turtle heard the story and got so scared he couldn't lift his head from between his legs. Let's be that scared turtle one more time. Bring your shell over your head. Take 2 breaths. Oh, we're so scared. We're a little turtle in our shell. One more breath. Turtle in the shell. Good job. Luckily for the turtle, the butterfly was sitting on top of the giant tree. Can we be a butterfly again? We're the butterfly in the tree. And now we'll learn a few more poses for the end of our story. Are you ready? Yes? All right, let's keep going. So there's a few more characters. We're going to practice the pigeon and the snake, the slide, the boat, and the table. We'll do one at a time. So first, let's try the pigeon. We'll start with our hands on our hands and our knees. Bring one knee forward and straighten the opposite leg. Here you can press the top of your torso up. This is pigeon pose. Take a few breaths here. 1, 2, and last breath in. Last breath out. Good job. If you like it, you can also lay down like a sleeping pigeon. You make a pillow with your fists and put your head on the ground. Let's take 2 more breaths here. 1, 2. Come on up. And we'll do the other side. But first, I'll go back to the story. The butterfly was sitting atop the giant tree with her friend, the pigeon. She had heard the conversation between the 2 friends and decided to help the worried turtle calm down. She flew down and landed on his nose and waved her wings and whispered into his ear, "Don't be afraid, turtle. The lion could never eat you. Your shell is too hard." Let's be the pigeon on the other side. Come back to your hands and knees. Do you remember which leg you brought forward the last time? Let's do the other side. So bring one knee in, opposite leg will straighten behind you, and push your upper body up with your hands. Don't worry, turtle, your shell is too hard. Take 3 breaths here. Imagine you're a beautiful pigeon. One more breath in. One more breath out. Now let's try to lie down. Bring your upper body down. You can make a pillow with your hands or your fists. Let's take 3 more breaths. Last breath in. Last breath out. Bring your hands back to the ground, crawl your way up, and take a seat. Let's come back to our story. Make a butterfly with your legs while we read the story. After the pigeon gave her reassurance, the turtle relaxed and started to smile. Then he started to laugh with relief. He thanked his friend, the butterfly. Can we do our butterfly wings again? And once she saw the turtle was relaxed, she flew back up to the top of the tree to her friend the pigeon. The pigeon listened to what had happened and complimented his friend. Well done, butterfly, for flying down and calming our friend the turtle. Thanks to you, he is now happy and smiling. The pigeon went on and told his friend the butterfly, I was once saved at the last moment too, when a snake was hiding in his leaves where he almost got me, but I escaped. I'm going to teach you the snake pose now. So lay on the ground with your legs long. Bring your hands down on the mat under your shoulders. Squeeze your legs together and point your toes, and then imagine you're a snake in the grass. Can you try to lift your upper body up just a little bit, and you might make a snake sound and slither side to side. Can you imagine you're a snake looking for that pigeon? Great job. Let's come back up as we continue the story. I have an idea, said the pigeon. Let's have a party for the rabbit that was saved from the jaws of the evil lion. We'll have healthy snacks and fruits, and we'll also invite the rabbit and turtle to play with us. And that's the way it was. And then they all went to play on the slide, sailed a boat, and had a big festive table with healthy fruits. So we have 3 more poses to finish our story. One is the slide, the boat, and the table. We'll do our table first. Take a seat on your bum. Your fingers will point towards your toes. Bend your knees a whole lot. Press down into your hands and your feet. Can you lift your hips up off of the mat? This is a table. Imagine you have snacks on your belly. I like to crawl with the table. Do you want to try? You can crawl one direction and the other direction. Let's do it again. And sit back down. Give yourself a little squeeze. Take a breath in and a breath out. Nice job, everyone. Now you know the table pose. We're now going to try the slide. Your hands will come behind you, just like you did with the table, and lift your feet up, your hips up. From here, you can stay, or you might try to straighten one leg and straighten the other. Can you lift your hips up a little higher? Your head might even come back. And now imagine you're a slide. Someone might slide right down your top of your body. Let's bring our hips back down and take a breath. Bend our knees and give ourselves a little hug. Maybe even a sigh out of your mouth. Now you know the table pose and the slide pose. Should we try the boat? This will be our last pose for today. Ground down your hips, grab hold of the back of the legs, and lean back. Point your toes and try to lift your legs up. This is boat pose. You imagine you're a boat sailing on the water. Maybe you rock side to side. You can always touch your toes back down if you're feeling a little bit wobbly, and you might even reach your arms out. Can you try this? Point your toes and reach the arms out. Maybe we'll row down the stream. Let's row our boat on one side. 3, 2, and 1. And let's try the other. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands back behind your thighs. Lean back. Let's see if we can lift up everything at the same time. It's okay if you fall out. Lift your legs up first. Maybe you can try to reach your arms out. Lift the legs a little higher. Take one more breath. If you fall back, oops, that's okay. You can roll back up. Take a breath in and open your arms. Breathe out and give yourself a nice big hug. Let's read the end of the story. And that's the way it was. They all went to play on the slide. They sailed down the boat. Let's do the slide and the boat, shall we? Hands back. Point. Toes point forward. Lift your hips. Slide. Then they sailed the boat. Lift your feet up, arms up. And then they made a big table. Hands to your sides. Lift your hips up. And down. Good job, everybody. And then they all sat down together for a feast in honor of the elephant, ooh, and the lion. The elephant who wasn't afraid of the lion. Let's try our lion's pose one last time. Hands up. Good job, everyone. Let's just take a quick seat and end our class for today. I hope you enjoyed the story of the elephant who was not afraid of the lion. Let's look at the picture together. There's that lion. And there's the elephant who wasn't afraid of him. Nice job, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed our story time today and our yoga time. I like to end our class just taking a seat. Bring your hands on your laps and turn your palms up. Take a breath in and make a rainbow over your head. Have your hands touch over. Exhale, bring your hands to the side. Can you do it 3 times? Inhale, your hands come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more time. Exhale, down. Last time, bring your hands up, have your hands come together, and breathe out. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. Give yourself a little bow. Say thank you to yourself and your parents for coming along for this wonderful journey. Have your hands on your lap. Let's close our eyes for one more moment. Take a deep breath. Exhale out of the mouth. Ha, ha. Breath in. Can you fill up all the way until you're like a balloon? Breath out. Ha. Sigh. Let's do one more like that. Deep breath in. Exhale. Ha. Take one more moment with your eyes closed. See if you can relax. Take one more breath. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I had so much fun with you, and we will be doing 5 more classes in this series. So I hope you'll join us again next week for our next story time. Thanks for joining. Have a great evening, afternoon, or morning whenever you do this video. My name is Miss Vanessa, and I'm here with the Lincoln Heights Youth Arts Center. Hope to see you next time. Bye.